Hi, I'm IUP President Mike Driscoll, and I'm here with Dr. Hilliary Creely, who is the Dean of the Graduate School and particularly responsible for the research enterprise at IUP, and that's really why we're here today. Hilliary, what's going on? There's a lot of activity right now.
We're so happy to have you here today. This is the annual Scholars Forum, where we celebrate the research and creative activities of all of IUP's undergraduate and graduate students. We have 117 or so undergraduate students and an additional 44 graduate students presenting their work.
Wonderful.
We have about 69 faculty mentoring that work. That's about 20% of our faculty.
That's incredible. And what disciplines are represented here?
Oh, we have everybody. So we have lots of great research happening in biology, in mathematics and computer science, in the College of Education, lots of teacher scholars here today as well. We have juried art, business case competitions.
Wow, incredible.
English, humanities, anthropology, the works.
I was impressed earlier this week. This is Research Appreciation Week, and this is sort of our signature event in some ways. But I was impressed at the Women's Scholars Forum that we had on Monday afternoon, and I talked to some of the students there and was learning about all sorts of things I'd never heard about before. And the ability of the students to explain what they were doing and why it was important was so impressive for me. So do you get to go around and talk to all these students? Are there prizes? How does this all work with them?
That's one of my favorite things about this event. It gives our students a chance to really showcase their ownership of the knowledge. These are the students that led these projects and discovered new things and are sharing them with us here today. So the students present their work themselves, and we have faculty and volunteer judges going around to interview all of the students to tell us about their work so we can learn what they're doing. And we'll be giving prizes to the top winners, top scorers in each college. And we'll have an awards ceremony about 2 weeks from now where we'll bring all those winners together to further the collaboration and discussion and advancement of that research.
That's incredible. So what else is going on this week? What's going on today? What else are we...
Yeah, it's a big week for us. So after the Scholars Forum, we'll roll right into an event called the 3-Minute Thesis, which is a ton of fun where our graduate students have just 3 minutes and one static PowerPoint slide to describe their research. Later this week, we'll have additional seminars and workshops that are open to our students and our faculty and our community to learn more about different research methods and tools available to support research and scholarship. We had earlier this week an awards ceremony to recognize our faculty and their research and scholarship and grantsmanship.
Well, that's wonderful. I know that research is a key part of who IUP is, what we've been for such a long time now. It's wonderful to see so many people, students, faculty, staff engaged, and I'm so thankful for your leadership and for all of the folks around you who are making this happen today.
This event would not be possible without the Director of the Office of Undergraduate Research, Dr. Andrea Palmiato, and the entire group of faculty on the research committee that helped organize this event.
So, this is a great week, but research happens all the time at IUP. What are some key things that are upcoming people might want to get involved in?
That's right. So we really hope that our students that participate today want to extend their work, and maybe folks that haven't done research get excited and want to join us. This summer we'll once again have our undergraduate summer opportunity for advancing research, USOAR, and our application is open and available on our website. This is an opportunity that gives students to do their research, to be paid for doing that research in the summer, to be mentored by a faculty researcher, and to participate in a ton of different professional development experiences.
That's incredible. That really connects to the idea that our students learn a lot in the classroom, but they're also learning and applying what they learn outside the classroom, and it just enriches their whole educational experience. That's wonderful. So it's great to be with you, and I want to go talk to some students, so let's get to that.
Outstanding.
Thanks, Hilliary. So Drew, maybe you could first just tell me a little bit about the work you did here, and then I'm going to ask you to introduce your teammates as well.
Yeah, so we've done a lot of work developing an IoT test bed. We're part of the IUP research department in the computer science. So IoT is the Internet of Things. So a lot of these devices are used in critical infrastructure all over the country. So you're talking about microcontrollers, sensors, and all the different devices that are used. So SCADA systems have recently been in the news, and we've been working with the vulnerabilities that they have.
Tell me just a little bit more about what the data that you've gathered is and how you might use that going forward. You're part of a long-term project, I think, so you're doing a piece of the work, right?
Yeah, so it's been an ongoing project. This is our second phase of it, and this is where we started to develop the actual test bed. So we have physical sensors that we use. We wanted to simulate a smart home office. So we have smart plugs, we have air sensors, we have cameras, we have computers, we have cell phones. and we did data collections to understand how these all operate under normal conditions. So once we had a baseline, which you can see here,
Gotcha.
we were able to start attacking the system. So we'd use different malwares, we'd use different types of network disruption techniques, stuff like that, to then classify those as malicious sets. And we'd compare the malicious to the benign. And in phase one, they were able to develop an algorithm using AI machine learning.
Seems like you're making some real contributions to move the state of the art forward. This is not just busy work in a laboratory somewhere. This is going to go somewhere and it's going to protect me and the rest of us later on as it comes into applicability. So that's great to see.
Yeah, and ultimately that's the goal. We want to increase security. We want to push forward into new AI detection algorithms.
Great.
We want to find better ways to improve the infrastructure that we have.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Drew, for that, and it really makes sense to me. I do want to talk to Maria a little bit, so let's switch to her. So do you want to talk a little bit more about Dr. Farag and what he's brought to the table for the group? Is he good to have around? What does he bring to the mix of your learning here?
He is a great mentor. He has provided us with ample resources. We have a machine in our research lab, which is funded by the NSA grant. And he has conducted these weekly meetings and prepared us for the rest of our future in this project.
Great. So I just want to be clear, you're all undergraduate students.
Yes.
What year are you?
I'm a senior. I'll be graduating in May.
And what about your team members?
Drew is a senior and he will be graduating in December. And Zarin is also a senior and will be graduating in May with me.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations on that. I just have to observe that when I was in undergraduate school, I never would have done anything like this. Only after I got into grad school did I start to get into real projects that are making a difference here. So it's great that you're able to do this, make these contributions, and I know you're going to all go off and change the world in great ways with great jobs, I'm sure, right? So thanks for explaining the work to me. Thanks for your good work, and good luck with the prizes today, I guess.
Thank you.
Well. Thanks. So Allison, tell us a little bit about your work and where you're doing that work right now.
I am currently student teaching at Armstrong Senior High School in Katanning, Pennsylvania, and I'm teaching astronomy. And for my research, I was looking at the impact of classroom environment on student learning outcomes. So I tried to play around with different lighting in the classroom, the use of music, and see if student learning improved having a more positive, upbeat classroom environment. I learned that students that might hold back a little bit and are a little bit more shy had an opportunity to, say, hey, could you play this song? And then I learned something about them, maybe what I was playing, they learned something about me, and it just opened the door for a different type of relationship.
So did you have a faculty mentor who worked with you on the project?
Yeah, so I am technically advised by Dr. Coles in the geography and geology department, but I've also worked closely with Dr. Travis.
That's great.
Yes.
So a lot of support there. And do you feel like what you learned in the classroom then, coming into this environment of student teaching and doing these experiments, did that really help you and tell you what to do, get you started on that path?
It definitely was a good way to start. Really teaching, I've learned, is learning on your feet. But Dr. Travis and Dr. Coles did help prepare me to be able to tackle that first day and gave me the right tools to figure it out as I went.
That's wonderful. Now, is this your last semester of student teaching and then you're graduating and going on?
Yes, I have about one more month and then I will be a certified teacher in Pennsylvania.
We certainly are thankful for that. There's a need for so many more teachers out there right now. And you're going to teach some science stuff, it sounds like.
Yes,
So that's
Earth
great.
and space science is my specialty.
Wonderful, that's great. Well, thanks for talking to me. It's really great to hear what you're doing, to learn some more, and maybe I'll change my study habits too. Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.